Can we see a space race today? In order to answer this question, we will first find out what the space race is. First, I'm going to explain what the space race was. This took place at the beginning of the 20th century, and it was born as an armamentistic and technological contest between the URSS and the United States. This happened because they want to conquer outer space. At that time, the URSS was taking the lead over the United States consecutively. However, far from stopping, the USA decided to act, and they put a man on the moon. That happened on the 21st of July of 1979. The man was Neil Armstrong. He was the first man to put a foot on the moon. He left his mark and that of the United States on the lunar soil.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
I'm going to explain the main event that happened on the space race. First, we're going to 1957 with Sputnik first. This was an 84 artificial satellite who marked the start of the space race. It was launched from the Vandenberg cosmodrome by the USA to measure the temperature in the layer of the atmosphere. This satellite carried two radio transmitters. For 2 weeks, they were ambient wave signal of 15 and 7.5 meters. This initiative by the URSS made the United States reflect on their technological reach. Consequently, they decided to promote science teaching, launching our space race. Secondly, in 1958, with the Sputnik 2, the Soviet scientists wanted to know how a living being could endure weightless conditions. So, for that, they decided to send a dog named Laika into the space. Unfortunately, the satellite where it was sent was lost in orbit after a mission of 172 days and disintegrated in the highest layers of the atmosphere. Now we have the score, the first communication satellite. On December 18, in 1958, the United States marked its victories starting the space race. The reason was because the satellite score showed that the country had the ability to put satellites into the orbit Earth for communication purposes. On April 12, in 1961, we have the Voskhod first. The USA put the Voskhod first in the orbit, and into that they put Yuri Gagarin, the first human to reach the Earth orbit. On this occasion, it was also known for the first time what the Earth looked like from space. On June 19, in 1963, we have Voskhod 6. The URSS put the Voskhod 6 into the orbit. The mission was to refine the power problems of the crew. This lasts 3 days and it was managed by Valentina Tereshkova. She became the first woman to reach space. We have Voskhod 2. On March 18, in 1965, the Soviet spacecraft took 2 crew members into space and one of them, Alexei Leonov, left the spacecraft on the first spacewalk in the history of all mankind. Now we have Apollo 11. This is the most remarkable event in the space race, as it consolidated the United States as a winner. On July 16, on the 1969, Neil Armstrong, Edwin Aldrin, and Michael Collins were sent into the space on a mission to step on lunar soil. The result was victory, as Neil became the first human to step on the superface of the moon. Now we have Apollo-Soyuz. In July of 1977, the Apollo-Soyuz mission accomplished the first joint project between 2 nations in space. The idea of a space handshake began 3 years earlier with agreement signed by the United States President Richard Nixon and the Soviet Premier Alexei Kosygin. Although the space race ended long ago and occurred between 2 antagonistic powers, such as URSS and the USA, in actuality the USA maintained an interest for engaging their space technology. At the present, you can see some characteristics in certain powers that made the space race. Space powers such as China and India are also planning ambitious projects to reach the moon and make the Earth satellite an exploration platform. We could also once again witness a space race between other powers. The powers are still competing to conquer space. Thank you.